This is a praise. Danson, Dexter. Today, our subject is mathematics. And then the topic I have chosen to discuss with you is fractions. I'm going to be brief, concise, but help you understand. What is fraction? Before I proceed, have you shared an object with a friend before or a sister? Have you had an apple, an orange, something that someone asked you to share with him or her? Now you see that when you got that orange and you were asked to share the orange, you divided it either into 2, into 3, or into 4, depending on those who are asking for the orange. Now, after dividing it, the portion you took and you gave it to your friend is what we term as what? Fraction of the whole. So when I say fraction simple means that part of a whole. So look here, this is an orange, and I have divided this orange into 4 equal parts. Good. Now when I take one part of it, this shaded portion is a fraction of the entire object. Okay? The same way, this is an object divided into how many parts? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 parts. Now if I take this portion, how I have taken 1, 2, 3. The 3 part I have taken is a fraction of the whole what object. Okay, good. Now, how do you write a fraction? Now, the division you have made, the number of parts you have put the object into, 1, 2, 3, 4, it's written down here. And the portion you have taken is written up. So how many parts have you taken? 1. So I'll write 1 out of 4. Okay, come here. How many portions have you taken? 1, 2, 3. So you have taken 3 out of how many? 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. Okay, good. Now, I have this object here. I have divided this object into. Then I choose. I ask you, how many have I taken? I have taken 2 out of how many? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 4. Good. Now, so this is what fraction is all about. Part of something. Okay, good. Before I proceed, I would like you to look at part of fractions. Part of fractions. Fractions has its own part. The first one is, see, this is A and B. A over B, or A out of B. The first part of a fraction is termed numerator. Numerator. The numerator is the top number of the fraction. The bar here is termed as fractional bar. Fractional bar. Okay? And then the bottom number here is what we call the denominator, or the bottom number. The bottom number. Okay, good. So, whenever you see something like this, whether 2 over 5, 6 over 7, anything written in this form is a fraction. It's a fraction. And like I said, the top number is called the numerator, and the bottom number is called the denominator. Denominator. And writing a fraction, the portion that is taken is written as the numerator. So I've taken this portion. It's written as the numerator over the total division. So in this case, I have chosen 1, 2, 3. So I'll write 3 over what? The total division. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 over what? 6. So don't forget. Okay, good. So that's how we write types of common fractions. First one is proper fractions. Proper fractions. Okay, proper fractions. When we say a proper fraction or a fraction is a proper fraction, we only want to say that the numerator, that is the top number, is lesser or smaller than the bottom or the denominator. Okay. In other words, the denominator is bigger than the numerator. So look here, I have 1 over 5, 2 over 10, 3 over 7, 9 over 24. Because the numerator or the top number or the top numbers are greater than the denominator, the bottom numbers, we say it is a proper fraction, or they are proper fractions, but the topmost part is always smaller than the denominator. Okay, good. Now, the other example that I want us to look at is improper fraction. Improper fraction. Improper fraction. What is improper fraction? With these type of fractions, the numerator is always bigger than the denominator, or even the same as the denominator. So look at the examples I have here. 14 out of 7. So the top number is bigger. Like if you take an object, these are my parts, my body, the top part of my body is bigger than my legs. Okay, good. So you have 24 over 14. Here, they are all bigger than the denominator. Okay, or we can also have fractions whereby the numerator and the denominators are equal. So when we say improper fractions, it's either the numerator is greater or equal to the denominator. Okay, so all these examples, 17 over 15, and then we have 21 over 1, or 99 over 89, they are all improper fractions. Improper fractions. Now, having understood this, quickly let's look at mixed fractions. What is a mixed fraction? Mixed fraction has a whole number and proper fraction. Mixed fraction is the combination of a whole number and a fractional part. Combination of a whole number and a fractional part. Now, this is a whole number, and then the fractional part, 2 over 4. Okay, this is also a whole number. Okay, this is a whole number with fractional part. So we say that a fraction is mixed fraction when it's combined the whole number and a fractional aspect of it. Okay, so you see that in mixed fraction we have the whole number combined with the proper what fraction. And look here, this 2 whole number, 2 over 4, or 3 whole number, 2 over 3, or 4 whole number, 1 over 5. We also say 1 out of 5 or 2 out of 4. So these examples are all mixed fractions. So I can write another one. Okay, good. Combination of whole number and fractional part, or proper fraction. Now, the next type of fractions I want us to look at is what we call like fractions. Like fractions. What is like fractions? Like fractions simply means that the denominators of the fractions are the same. Unlike fractions mean that they have different denominators. I repeat, with like fractions, the denominators are the same. Okay? So because they have the same denominators, the bottom number, we say they are like fractions. They are like fractions. Good. But they are unlike fractions when the denominator are different. So you see, this one, the denominator is 6, 7, 8, 10. They have different denominators. And because they have different denominators, we call them unlike fractions. But these are like fractions because they share or they have the same or similar denominators. The final one that I want us to look at is what we call equivalent fractions. Equivalent fractions. Equivalent fractions. Equivalent fractions. Now, for instance, I have 2 over 4. Okay, good. To get an equivalent fraction is a fraction which is the same or equal to the previous fraction. The same or similar to that. So, to get an equivalent of this, I am going to multiply both the numerator and denominator by the same non-zero whole number. I am going to multiply both the numerator and the denominator by the same non-zero whole number. For example, the same number, I have 2 over 4 or 2 out of 4. I want to get its equivalent fraction. I am going to multiply both numerator and denominator by the same non-zero whole number. So I'm going to choose 2. So 2 over 4, I am choosing 2 times 2 times 2 will give me 4 over 8. Am I correct? You can try it. So 2 times 2 will give me 4. 4 times 2 will give me 8. So 2 over 4 is, or 4 over 8 is equivalent. The equivalent fractions. I can continue. Multiply this by another 2. Times 2 times 2, I'm going to get what? 8 over what? 16. So you see, to get equivalent fractions of fractions, you multiply both the numerator and denominator by the same non-zero what? Whole number. Let's try this one. I have here 2 over 3. I want to find the equivalent fraction. I am multiplying both by 3. So 3 is going to give me 2 times 3 will give me what? 6. Is that correct? Now 3 times 3 will give me what? 9. So what we are saying is that 2 over 3 and 6 over 9 are equivalent what? Fractions. Equivalent fractions. Don't forget, you have to use the same number to multiply both the numerator and the denominator. Last but not the least is how to convert mixed fractions to improper fractions. Improper fractions. Okay, so my students, how to convert mixed fractions to improper fractions? Do you see that? Look here, I have 2 whole number 2 over 5. I am going to convert this to improper fraction. How do you do it? You multiply the denominator by the whole number here. Then you add the results to the numerator. Then you write it on top as your new numerator over the old denominator. Look, this is the 2 whole number 2 over 5. So to convert this one to improper fraction, you multiply the denominator by the whole number. So I put my multiplication here. Then you add it to the numerator. And you write the result. So we have 2 times 5 times 2 will give me what? 10. Plus 2 will give me what? 12. Then all over the old denominator, which is what? 5. Okay, another one. 3 whole number 1 over 6. To get improper fraction, you multiply this by the whole number, the results plus the 1. So 6 times 3 will give you what? 18. 18 plus 1 will give me what? 19. 19. So 19 over the denominator, which is what? 6. The final example is that I have 5 whole number 2 over 5. How do I convert this to improper fraction? You're going to multiply the denominator by the whole number. You add the result to the numerator. Then you write it as your new numerator. So 5 times 5 will give me what? 25. Plus 2 will give me what? 27. So I write my 27 here all over the denominator, which is 5. So you see, it is simple. To convert mixed fraction to improper fraction, it's just easy thing. Multiply the denominator by the whole number, you add the result to the numerator as your new numerator, and then over the old denominator. Okay, good. The final work we are looking at is how to convert improper fraction to mixed fraction. Mixed fractions or mixed fraction. Okay, I wrote something on the board. 12 over 5. How do I convert this one to improper fraction? It is simple. You are going to divide the numerator by the denominator. Okay? You are going to divide. So those here are going to share this one. What each gets is the whole number that you are going to put. You can even use long division, but before then, I'm saying that you are dividing the numerator by the denominator. Then the remainder is crucial. The remainder is becoming your new numerator. Good. Now, look here. 5 goes into 12 how many times? You see? Good. You are asking yourself, 5 times which number will give you a number closer to 12? So if 5 people are sharing 12 oranges, what will each get? 2. So the 2 becomes the whole number, 2. So 5 goes into 10 how many times? 2. Meaning that 5 people can share 12 oranges and they all get what? 2 each. Now, remember what? If you take 5 times 2, you are going to get 10. If you take the 10 out of the 12, how many oranges are left? 2. Good. 2. So you write the 2 here. So the 2 is your new numerator. All over what? The old denominator. Don't forget. Good. So the same way you can convert this one to mixed fraction, improper fraction again. So 5 times 2 will give me what? 10. 10 plus 2 will give me what? 12. So I'm going to have 12 over what? 5. So the same thing. So what we are doing is that to convert improper fraction to mixed fraction, you divide the numerator by the denominator. Then you write the answer as your whole number. And then the remainder as your new numerator. Another example, I have 13 over 6. To convert this to improper fraction, how do I do it? I am going to divide the numerator by the denominator. In this case, 6 people are going to share 13 oranges. We can use long division sign. So I put it here like this. I put the 6 here, I put the 13 here. We are using long division. Now, 6 goes into 13 how many times? Who can tell me? 2 times. Did you get that correct? Are you sure? Good. 2 times. Now, 2 times, the 2 becomes your whole number. Don't forget. Don't forget. So I can write the 2 here already. Now, 6 times 2 will give you what? 12. 12. Good. Subtract 12 from this. What will be left? 1. So the 1 is the remainder. The remainder becomes your new numerator. So I write 1 over what? 6. I said I try using this one. The long division. I put the denominator here and the bigger number, which is the numerator, inside. Now, 6 goes into 13 how many times? 2. Which means that 6 times 2 will give me what? 12. Okay, good. If I subtract 12 from 13, I'm going to get what? Remainder what? 1. So I have the 2 as the whole number here and the remainder as 1. 1 over the old denominator, 6. So this is how we convert improper fraction to mixed fraction. Before I leave you for today, I want to say that we have looked at the types of fractions: proper fractions, improper fractions, mixed fractions, like and unlike fractions, equivalent fractions. and how to convert mixed fraction to improper fraction and improper fraction to what? Mixed fractions. I will entreat you to visit your textbooks and go over what you have been taught. And if you have not been taught, today is the first time, you can pick a textbook, go through and learn other terms that I could not talk about here. We shall meet again. We are going to look at additions, subtractions, divisions, and multiplications, and even simplifications of fractions. Okay? I am happy that you are part of this. This is Seat of Wisdom online studies. The name remains Sir Prince Danson Dixon. Don't forget to share the video, like it, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you. Till we meet again. Bye-bye.